The truth behind Marvel's most intriguing mystery will finally be revealed. Why was Claire Voyant, the enigmatic, original Invisible Woman, erased from history, relegated to the shadows, even before the famous Fantastic Four heroine emerged? Prepare to unravel the secrets of her disappearance, a tragic fate that indeed made her the most forgotten among heroes. Hey clickers, subscribe with the bell activated, comment on the content you want to see on the channel, share this video to help us grow, and leave your hype. This helps us a lot. Claire Voyant is a figure echoing from the early days of Timely Comics, the predecessor to the giant Marvel. Her debut occurred in 1941 in Mystic Comics issue number 5. The character was a heroine with supernatural abilities, capable of communicating with the dead, and, most notably, invoking and controlling vengeful spirits to fight evil. In the context of the time, dominated by patriotic superheroes and masked vigilantes, Timely Comics' Invisible Woman stood out for her dark and mystical theme. She did not gain powers through scientific accidents or government experiments. Her connection to the beyond was innate, a gift and a curse. She was the first comic book heroine to have a superhero name composed of a dual identity, with Claire Voyant being her civilian name and Invisible Woman her heroic code name. Her primary goal was to hunt down and punish criminals who had escaped earthly justice. Despite her uniqueness and the innovative concept for the era, Claire Voyant's journey as a character was brief. Her last appearance was in issue number 7 of the same magazine, in 1941. The golden age of comics was an effervescent period, with hundreds of new characters emerging and disappearing quickly. The market was saturated, and only the most popular and well-received by readers managed to survive and ensure longevity in their publications. The editorial landscape of World War II prioritized narratives that exalted heroism and patriotism, characteristics that, although present, were not the main focus of Claire Voyant's darker plot. Many heroes from this phase were created for single issues or short arcs, serving as experiments to test public interest in different concepts. The main obstacle for the Invisible Woman was the lack of lasting mass appeal. Although the concept of a mystical heroine with powers over death was intriguing, the public at that time perhaps preferred the more direct and optimistic narratives of heroes who fought war villains or common criminals. Furthermore, the rapid evolution of the comic book industry, with the creation of new archetypes and more captivating characters, may have overshadowed her presence. In 1961, 20 years after Claire Voyant's last appearance, the Invisible Woman of the Fantastic Four, Susan Storm, emerged, a completely different character in terms of powers and purpose, who eventually became the definitive and widely recognized version by the public. The existence of an earlier Invisible Woman was not widely known or remembered, and the name became inextricably linked to the heroine of the Cosmic Explorer group. Claire Voyant's story developed with her using her powers to bring justice to the innocent and punish the guilty. She frequently communicated with the spirit of her deceased father, who assisted her in her missions. A key event in her life was the search for those responsible for her father's death, a plotline that permeated her few appearances. The character did not have major narrative arcs or epic confrontations that would solidify her in the collective memory of readers. Her existence was more like a brief flash, an editorial experiment that, despite being innovative, did not find the necessary echo to endure. The absence of her own series or participation in major events undermined her relevance. The editorial choices of the time, focused on profitability and immediate popular appeal, dictated the fate of many characters, including Claire Voyant. Her mystical and dark theme, although unique, may have been considered risky or less accessible to the general public seeking lighter entertainment during wartime. In comparison, characters like Captain America or the original Human Torch offered more direct narratives aligned with the patriotic fervor of the era. The decision not to continue her stories was an implication of the dynamics of the Golden Age comic book market, where only the most important and profitable characters survived the passage of time and overwhelming competition. Her ephemeral existence, therefore, was not a reflection of her intrinsic quality, but rather of the context in which she was conceived. If you found this journey through the early days of Marvel fascinating and want to unravel even more mysteries of the comic book universe, leave your comment below. Like this video, share it with your friends so more people can learn about this forgotten story, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any future content. Your interaction is fundamental for us to continue bringing incredible stories like this. Thanks!
Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of with everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret.